Hey guys, Rod here at A Better Way to Farm, where our goal is to help you improve profits and increase your yields. Guys, also one of our goals is just to improve your life, to come into it and hopefully make a little bit of a difference and do something better, something different that makes life improve. And today I want to talk about 3 tips to improve your mental health. I know that what we do is stressful. I know if you're involved in agriculture, there's a price to be paid. The family pays a price. The spouse pays a price. There are some things that are just the way they are because of the sheer hours and the volume of work that has to be done. And so there is some stress beyond the shadow of a doubt. But I'm going to say 3 tips here that I think will help you to perhaps make that better. The first one is, this was prompted because last week we had a meeting in Ankeny, and a couple of the growers were talking about how pushy, to the point of being toxic, different people were that they deal with in a business situation. If you've got somebody that's working as a consultant or maybe a salesman or rep, and he's trying to argue with you because he's trying to do what he thinks is best for you, that's fine. But even then, they shouldn't be arguing and they shouldn't be pushing. And I want to encourage you that those kinds of people just need to be gone. And the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of people out here that they become pushy because they're taking advantage of the rule I have that says everything that happens in agriculture is good for somebody. The question is who. And if it isn't good for you, if it isn't good for the end user, then nothing else matters. The rest of it is immaterial. And so there may be a certain number of people that your life would just be better off if you just decided, we're done. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to cut this stress out of my life, and it's going to make things better. The second tip is, we tend to always see what we think about. I'm driving to Kansas City today for a meeting, and right now, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a lot of blue pickups. Why is that? Because I drive a blue pickup. And so what we think about, we see. Now the reality is, there went a gray one, a white one, a green one, another white one. You see, I'm seeing all these other cars now that I'm looking for them, but in reality, I tend to only see the blue ones. And I think in our life, we can look around and we can always see problems. That's easy to do. But what do we want to look for? Let's look for the things that we can be grateful for. Let's have that attitude of gratitude and continually being able to give thanks and be thankful for what we have, for where we are, for what we're doing. Because the more I think about what I'm grateful for, the less stress I have in my life. And the third thing, I think, is really big. And I know that as a group, people in agriculture are not touchy-feely. Now, a lot of the deals that I'm reading online, because the mental health thing is really, really big right now and everybody's talking about it, but a lot of the things that I'm reading online, they want you to go get a counselor who for, $250 an hour will try to help you. And some people need to do that. Make no mistake, there's a time and a place where that needs to happen. But sometimes it's about having that one friend. You see, we don't need, and most of us kid ourselves, we may think we have 50 friends, 100 friends. The reality is, all I need is one good friend. I need one person that I can talk to that will not go to town and share what we said. Find that person. Find that person that is safe. Find that person that is trustworthy. Find that person that you can talk to and talk through things with. Because I know this, carrying it all to myself makes it heavier. I also want to caution you, if you're that person, sometimes I have people who call. We do have some people who call us and talk to us. And I have someone who was giving me some advice, a mentor, and that mentor said, hey, you tend to be the person who has the backpack and everybody else is carrying around these rocks called problems. And you're really good at listening, and you put those rocks in your backpack, and then one day you wake up and all of a sudden you can't go on. So I want to encourage you that it's great to be that friend, and you need to be that friend to 1 or 2 people. But you need to have that friend, and it should be something that is symbiotic. In other words, you and that friend should be able to talk to each other, and you should both feel better when you get done talking. Some of us, we have some people in our life. I do not want you to post a name here, obviously, But if I say there's that one person that when I talk to, they just make me so tired, I'm almost exhausted. We got to be very careful of spending very much time with that person, because the deal is that's the person that's putting rocks in your backpack at a very rapid rate, and he's wearing you down and he's wearing you down. So we got to be cautious of that. So guys, let's take a review. Number one, people who are super pushy, maybe they need to go. Number two, let's work on the attitude of gratitude. And number three, let's find someone that we can connect with to help lighten this burden. Guys, as always, we appreciate you. If you find value in what we do, go ahead and just share this with a friend, tag a buddy in it. We would love to have you take a look at us on over on the podcast platform. Type in A Better Way to Farm. Feel free to swing by and see us on TikTok. There's some entertaining things that take place there. If there's anything that we can do for you, you want to talk, phone number 641-919-1206. We're always here. You can send us a text. You get us a message right here on the page.